is from a folklore. The origin is unknown. It probably was narrated somewhere in the 1800 AD. Distinguished contest chair, virtuous panel of judges, and my dear Toastmasters and enthusiastic guests. There was a dense forest where a cattleman lived with a whole big herd of cows. His name was Kalinga, and he used to sit under a young mango tree and play his flute to call his cattle to come and offer their milk. And he used to use the milk, and once he has siphoned off the milk from the cow, all the cows would have been left to gaze in the greenest forest to go. And as this huge herd of cows were going, it looked actually like gliding, the huge cloud gliding through the skies. The herd were huge, and the cattle fed in the greenest grass among the flowery plants in the valley. And by the evening, they would all come back, moving towards the shelter to reach home. And that evening, as they were all coming back, near the biggest rock in that forest, there lived a tiger called Arbutha. And that tiger was hungry and was waiting for a prey to catch one of the cow to have his dinner. And he pounced on the herd, and all the cows ran towards the shelter to escape. Among the herd of cows, one cow by name Punyakoti was actually in her own thoughts of her young child waiting in the shelter to be fed. And she had forgotten what's going on around her and slowly pacing through that path. And the tiger was right in front of her. And the cow was startled and amazed. The tiger Abruta said, "You're going to be my dinner tonight. And I'm going to rip you apart and eat the flesh and quench my hunger." And the cow, Punyakoti, controlled herself, gathered a courage, and said, begged and pleaded in front of the tiger and said, "I have a little child in the shelter. Please allow me one last time that I could go and feed my child and come back." And the tiger, who was already hungry, roared in laughter and said, "Ha ha 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 ha! Do you think I'm a fool and let you go, my prey, to go away to eternal freedom? No way. I don't trust you, cow. I'm not going to let you go." Punyakoti pleaded and said, "Truth is like God for me. I believe in the truth in life, and please let me go one last time. I want to feed my calf, and I'll come back and I'll offer myself as food for you." And I don't know what happened to that tiger. He agreed and let the cow go. The cow went to the shelter, fed the little calf, the whole milk, the amount, whatever it wanted. And then he narrated the story that he has to go back to offer herself as food to this hungry tiger. Everybody in the family said, "You don't have to go, not necessary." She said, "No, I believe in truth and I will go and offer myself." Then she pleaded her sisters and elderly said in the family and said, "Please look after my little child. Don't get angry on her or nib her if she is mischievous. Please look after her." And then decided with a determined pace walked up to the cave of the tiger. And the tiger sitting there and thinking that he was a fool to let go of the cow was startled to see that the cow had come back offering herself as the food. Looking at that, the cow said, "I'm here offering my flesh and blood to you. Please go ahead and take your dinner." And that completely transformed the tiger. And the tiger said, "If I kill you and eat, God will not forgive me. You have taught me the biggest lesson in life, and I let go of you and the tiger walked away without eating that cow. This particular story of Punyakoti is very dear to my heart, and I always long to become. Will I ever be able to stick to the truth, even if it is called to be let go of my own life, like Punyakoti did? Will I be ever be able to be that child who let go of its own mother so that the mother can follow the path of truthfulness? And will I be able to be that tiger who in the beginning, God knows why, trusted that tiger, trusted the cow and let go, and then in the end had the transformation? These are the crores of virtues that I'm in pursuit. Over to you, contest chair.
Could we please maintain 1 minute silence for the judges to fill out the ballots?